Hey Futures team, welcome everyone to your weekly video, Futures, what to watch for. This is Anthony, CIO with G.A.R Capital. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for being a part of the team. Happy Sunday. Most importantly, a very big happy new year to you and your families, guys. 2022, new year, new money. Let's crush this year. Let's own this year. I'm very excited. New Year's always makes me very excited. We've got 12 months. My calendar says January 2022. I know I have 12 months to crush it and produce some great numbers, guys. So let's do it. Let's do it together. And again, thank you for being a part of the team. And a very happy new year to you guys. Hope last year was good to you, and hope this year is even better. So with that said, let's get into it, guys. We have a couple things to go over. The usuals we'll go over last week, go over our charts, and also economic data for the week ahead. So last week we got one trade, NASDAQ at the end of the week. Kept a tight stop, went with the micros on that one, and we got hit. But very small stop loss. It was not even 100 points. The two trades before that was beautiful. We were swinging those. We ended up putting the stop loss a little bit tight. Just wanted to close that out for the year, guys, even though I was talking about the swing, but we are going to catch that swing. We have a March expiry. It's just about getting that perfect entry. So RTY was a great one, guys, almost 100 points. Probably one of our biggest gainers on RTY for the year, so that was good stuff there. ES, 100-point banger. That was nice as well. Just with a contract that's 5,000 each. That was a great trade. And we did swing that for about a week and some change, guys. So that was good stuff there. And then a little bit of give back with the NASDAQ, but that's okay. You know, can't get them all, can't be that perfect. Wish we could, but we can't. So a little bit of give back there, no big deal. Moving on. Currently, no trades open, guys. Looking to get into our first trade of the year, first profits of the years. So we have our charts on the board, but before we do that, let's actually jump onto our economic data for the week ahead here. As you guys can see, bank holiday tomorrow. Stocks are open. Futures are open. We are rocking. It's just the banks are closed, so maybe a little bit less volume than we're used to on the first trading day of the year. So let's see what we get. Tuesday, OPEC meetings will be starting. ISM manufacturing PMIs, JOLTS job openings. We'll take a look at oil as well for OPEC. Let's see what we got, see the levels that we have. ADP non-farm employment change. Wednesday, we have meeting minutes as well. So Thursday, unemployment claims, ISM services PMI. And Friday, we wrap it up with the good old NFP. So it's NFP week, employment. Let's see what we get with those numbers. Of course, eyes are peeled for that. So pretty big week in terms of economic data. We'll be keeping an eye on all this. Most importantly, starts off Wednesday. Those FOMC meeting minutes are going to be pretty big. It gives us an inside look as to what was said behind closed doors. Let's see how hawkish the Fed really is. And that's what really matters going forward, guys. I know the market brushed it off, but would love to see what are in those minutes and how we move going forward, and see if the market can actually disconnect with the fact that the Fed is hawkish and possibly raising rates and what have you. So, all right. So with that said, we'll move right back to our charts here, guys. You have ES, NASDAQ, RTY, and the Dow on the board. I have my alerts here, guys. I have ES. It's got back above the 100 moving average. I put this alert here, expecting that continuation. If we get that, probably could signal us a long with a stop loss below this swing low here, which is around 47.47. So it's about a 35-point stop loss. Nothing too crazy at all. Small loss if it does get to that point. So alert is set at 27.85 for continuation. I also have an alert set for the continuation break above the all-time high. Let's see if we get some volume there at 4,800. We didn't have volume, of course, because of New Year's. It's just the end of the week, guys. I mean, we got volume at the closes and a little bit at the opens, but nothing too crazy. As you can see, we got some nice volume on that close, and we gapped up from that, guys. So again, alerts are set up there. I have one at the 200 moving average for a move lower, and if we get to that point, that's almost a 2,700 dip buy on 4,700. Sorry, 2,700. It's 2020. So if we get to 47.20, right around there, I'll be looking to buy that dip. So I have my alert set there as well. All right, guys, looking for our first trade of the year. Let's get it. Excited. NASDAQ, moving on to NASDAQ, as you can see on the hourly, We have a series of higher, lower lows and lower highs. All right, let's see if we can actually break out of that. See if we can actually go long. Hi, how you doing, buddy? Gonna close the door? Someone wants to trade. So again, back to business. What we're gonna do here is actually draw a quick do some technicals here. I'm gonna draw a quick channel here. And when we break this channel, it's probably going to be the signal to go long. We are kind of low volume here in between from Friday till now. And of course, now it's the agent session. There's no volume here. So let's see what we get going forward. But we are in this channel, guys. So we're probably going to continue trading until we get some volume breakouts either to the downside or the upside. So with that said, I'm going to set an alert here back at this trend line 16,314. This is simple technicals here, guys. Also, I'm going to set another alert at the 200 moving average. That will be beautiful by the dip here. And yes, we would fall out of the channel, but I could almost bet that we'll go right back into it based off of this 200 moving average, which I highly like. Okay, with that continuation here at 16,437, I'm going to set an alert. See if we could play the 100 moving average. That'll give us about a 50-point profit. The only thing is the stop loss placement, which is what we'll take a look at. Okay, so risk versus reward is one of the main things that we look at. A stop loss here with a target here wouldn't be enough because our loss would be more than our winner here. So that wouldn't be a good one, but we're gonna leave our alert there just to see what volume shows us at that level. See if we're getting rejections, which would probably also go into ES and RTY. All right, so we have our alerts, guys, for buy the dip, another buy the dip, and for continuation. Although I don't remember, alerts don't mean that we're actually going to make the trade. It brings our eyes back to the trade. So I want to see what happens at this level, but the risk to reward from here buying wouldn't be as good. So highly doubt we'll make a trade at this level, but it brings our eyes back to the chart. All right, guys. So that's for NASDAQ. RTY, guys, I have here on the daily was a beautiful trade, guys. We bought it from the lows. We are stagnant here on the moving averages. I have the 100 and the 200, and they're crossing over. Looks like the 100 is back above the 200, which is bullish. Although, as you can see, there's very little volume on the last few trading days of RTY. So let's see, now that we're back to full volume, which will probably be Tuesday, not tomorrow, because the banks are closed. Maybe we'll get this breakout and we can ride that, because this one looks actually very good for a swing. And remember, we have a March expiry contract, so we can actually really swing this one. So I'm going to set an alert at 22.77. This is right above resistance. Let's see if we get a nice big volume candle, and that'll be our signal to go long. We'll put a stop loss 22.20 and let that ride. All right, that does look good. Let's see if RTY can make a nice recovery. Because December was pretty bad for it, 24.60 all the way down to 20.95. So very big range here, guys. All right, we had that beautiful breakout and gave it all back and then some, just to touch the yearly lows and make a nice bounce. So again, we get back above here. I think we have a good move to go, and that's where my alert is set. I'm also going to set a buy the dip one right around here at 22.33. Again, alerts do not mean that we're entering the trade. It's just to take a look at the chart. So I'm going to leave that one there right around these dojis, these candlestick patterns here that couldn't decide on what to do and kind of stayed right there. All right, guys, so that's RTY for us. Got our alert set for continuation and for a pullback. Let's see what we get. And for that continuation, it is a bullish one back above both moving averages, and with some volume. We'll leave these candlesticks behind, these long wicks. Okay, these long wicks of rejection. If we get a break above that, the volume will flow in and will skyrocket, I'm pretty sure. All right, so all eyes on RTY. That is a very juicy one, but it has to make the move that we want. Let's see what we get. So YM, get a tiny bit of pressure here as Asia opens up. It is 9 p.m. at night. Has been open for a while, but now we're starting to get some volume on the 9 o'clock turn. So let's see what we get on the hourly. On the Dow, I'm going to set an alert at 36,300, about 50 points away almost. Let's see if we can actually buy the dip off the 100 moving average. I do like YM. Not sold here. Again, it's low volume right now. I'm not sure we'll get into anything tonight. Again, tomorrow banks are closed, but we'll see what that open looks like for the first trading day of the year. Let's get it. I'm going to also set another one right around the support area. Held support for the most part of last week after it broke initial support. That's 36. Hold on. Set it 36,200. And these are 2 alerts set for the Dow. All right, guys. So quick look at oil. See what oil is doing. OPEC meetings are this week. So we did have the nice recovery. Let's pull up the daily here. We did have a nice recovery on oil after it had that first fall with the new variant that came in. All right, so we kind of got a little bit of a head and shoulders trying to play out maybe. Let's see if we can't break this resistance. That's probably what it's gonna form to be. I'm gonna set an alert at 74.61. It's about $1 away. Let's see what happens with OPEC if we get down to that level. I'm pretty sure that's the support level. There will probably be demand around that level right above the 100 moving average. So let's see what we get there. All right, bring it back to the hourly. Back above this 100 moving average on the hourly, 76.30. That would be nice. Let's see if we can play a continuation there if we get back above there. Again, it depends on what OPEC says. They run the show. Let's see what we get. Actually, I want this 74.62. We're gonna actually bring that a little bit lower, bring it to 74. All right, it looks better on the hourly, especially with the 200 moving average. All right, guys. So with that said, that wraps it up. We'll be keeping an eye on oil. OPEC meetings do start Tuesday, and we have our alerts set for the other majors, guys. Getting ready to get our next trade on. First trade of the year. Let's make it a profitable one. And 9-10 futures have been open for about 3 hours, ready to rock. We'll be watching. Let's have a great week, guys. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I know it's late. We'll see you early in the morning and get our first trade going, guys. All right. So cheers and a great Happy New Year.